Deadlinux, and I'm back finally. Sorry for posting just a short video the other day. Just wanted to make sure you guys were still interested. Of course, you're still interested. You're still watching. But wanted to get something out there just so you can kind of see what I've been up to, and also to get me back into playing. So over the past weekend, I've been working a little bit, and I've got some surprises to show you. I got a little carried away. And so things have gotten a little crazy. I've dabbled in, I think, most of the big mods, a little bit more than normal. But we'll take a look at that in just a second. I've also done a little bit of building. Here's the ugly wall still, though. I mean, it's still just the same thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's workable for now, at least. You know, it doesn't look too bad. I've got a little bit of contrast going on. And cobblestone and marble brick, it's fine. I got so much marble brick that it's easy enough to work with. I took some of the parapets off the top, or whatever you call those little things, so it has a little bit cleaner look. But I wanted to stand outside here because I wanted to show you the inside. So let me, well, here. Let's just do this the easy way, shall we? And alley-oop! Oh, not alley-oop. Alley. Oh, that didn't work at all. Oh, what? What? Why? That's funny. They worked a second ago. Well, I guess that's not going to work, so we'll talk about those later. Anyway, I'll get in the old-fashioned way of jumping over the wall. And you probably think I'm crazy right now. What's he doing? He's just sitting there jumping in one place. Yes, I'm sitting there jumping in one place, but if you knew what item that was, you'd understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so first things first. Here is the little courtyard area. I've done a little bit of terraforming, and I rebuilt the front entrance to the base. And I put in some glass, and I put in some glass up there. I've walled all this stuff off. I've gotten work up there done. So this is finally coming together into a place that we can all live with, right, sheep? Get out of my way. So yeah, so I've just put a little bit of a roof on it. Nothing real fancy, just some staircases and some wooden slabs, and then I got some logs in the front and then marble brick, of course. In the back there, we got a hallway. With just some stone slabs across the top. But I was kind of proud of this. Created myself a little river. And I did the little bit of terraforming and pushed this whole wall, or this whole hill back a little bit with the shovel that I showed you a couple episodes ago that I got from a dungeon chest right when I first started this world. I never knew it could do the other things it could do. It's a Thaumcraft shovel. And it has magical powers, which is why everything here is nice and green, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, I built this little waterfall. Now it's got this little waterfall with this little walky path over the top, and then it goes into my little pool down there, and into the base. And of course, you've seen that place before. Oh, you're starting to see a couple of little fun stuff. Well, let's, without further ado, let us show you what has changed. So here's the beginning. This is where the house used to be. And since the wall's kind of protecting everything, I got rid of the button, so I don't have to hit that anymore. So now I just have two plates, a wooden one outside to match, a stone one on the inside. And here's the front foyer. I don't have any decorations in here yet. I have really no idea what to do to decorate it. Blew away the rest of it, because the rest of the entrance used to be right here. And it was just boring and lackluster, and so I blew it out and made a nice little wooden entrance here. And I don't know if I'm going to put shelving in here, or bookshelves, or what. But I did put carpet down. So you'll see these are actually, plates, not plates, covers. Let's see if I can bring one up. Okay, this guy here. It's actually, oh, and yeah, the texture pack I'm using, JohnSmith's Technician Remix. He's probably got an update for it, but I'm still using the version I first installed it with. But this is just your regular old red wool cover. Just use a diamond saw or a ruby saw to hack it to pieces, and then made it as thin as it could go. And the cover is the thinnest, so that's what I did for that. So it just makes a nice little red carpet. Yeah, and animals like to let themselves in. It's fine. It could be worse. Actually, it could be worse. It could be werewolves. We'll worry about that later. But, so I thought that was kind of neat. I've always wanted to have a red carpet in the intro. This room you remember from before is my bed with the creeper face all over it, which I love. I think that's just great. Got the to-do list, which is now a little bit out of date. Completed a couple of these things already, but we'll take a look at those. So this has to be redone. Of course, here is the exit. So here, this used to just be an exit out to water before, but I've redone this as well. There's a bridge. Check this out. I'm actually really proud of this. And this is all just vanilla stuff, though, but I think it's kind of cool because I just kind of wanted a bridge over here. So using a little bit of finagling and some stairs and some slabs and some fence posts and things, got that kind of set up. So, you know, looks pretty cool. A little arcing bridge. All the same color wood, I know. It makes it look kind of bland that way. So if I ever want to add some pizzazz to this, I've got different texture with it. You know, we've got these little stands for the torches. You can make them float in midair, but I have them attached so it looks a little bit more realistic. May put actually marble in the middle to make it look like that so it matches everything else. That would be a nice contrast, I think. Oh, yeah, and then there's this, which you're only seeing the outside right now. What's that? Oh, a sheep. But, yeah, I've redone this whole back area. That used to be where an ogre had busted the window, and I was going to put a window in there, and it got broken down, and I never really liked how I did anything with it, and I needed a nice open space to build some more machines and stuff. And so I did. And I just went with a cube shape. You know, big deal. But I think it turned out nice. And it's got a skylight to it too, but the interesting part is the inside. We'll show you that in just a little bit here. So let me go back inside and finish with the house tour. And get up here, over here. I'm just really liking how this house flows together now. It took a lot of work. Oh, I still can't get in with a button. Okay. Now, you remember the turtle that I had 2 episodes ago? The magnificent mining turtle? Magnificent mining turtle! He was digging over here just happily, and then I moved him to another spot. Well, he's been a little busy. It's not a he, it's an it. But I had him dig out these whole trenches, so I have my own little man-made ravine, and then I put a ladder down so I could get down to bedrock down there. But this is all dug out by the mining turtle, and I just dropped a lava stream down there with just a source block down there to add more light to prevent more mobs spawning. Got some really interesting mobs spawning here. There's enough open air space, and it's dark enough where some of like the black Pegasus sort of things were here, and I think that's something I may have to cultivate later on. This is actually just a ladder down to the basement, which is completely undone. I mean, it's mob heaven down there. And that's actually the area that the lava stream here was designed to prevent against, and it didn't do its job. So I've had to go downstairs and clean it out regularly. But that's not the fun part. The fun part's upstairs. So let me show you the upstairs. So we'll go alley-oop. Wah! Okay, so we're above the house right now, which you saw downstairs, the foyer area. And this is just a hallway I made right behind the waterfall. And there's nothing in here yet. This whole place needs to be decorated. And no creepers, no. Again, see, this is the top right here. So if I punch through there, that's actually the outside. So maybe another window, maybe this will be kind of a tower. Gives me a little bit more options there. Oh, and look, check out this nice little hallway. I love this. This turned out nice. Yeah, there's still dirt there. That needs to be removed. But see, I like the dirt on the outside. I like the natural look, so I may have to keep it like that. So this would be a good place for panels, maybe? Stone panels to put over the top to cover it up. Playing more and more with those, and the more I play with them, the more I really like them. They're just... I never really got into that part of Red Power 2 with the whole making of, well, you know, the... what am I doing here? Am I doing that? Yeah. With the whole cutting stuff up and making some covers and nice little fancy, what do you call them? Like aesthetic things. Yeah. So I started getting more into that. And it's fun. It looks really good, and it's easier than I thought it would be. Now, here's a darker hallway. What we have here, we have something called Wooden Tendrils. This is actually a Mistcraft book. That took me like one afternoon, and I have to go through book after book after book, and I can show you the collection I've made. But I found 2 worlds, which we're going to show you later on, that are really cool, and that's why Mistcraft is so amazing. So that's that one, called Wooden Tendrils. It's not very fancy. I'll show you that later, but this is the one I was working for. And this is the cave world. This, if you can get one of these, this will jumpstart your game to the nth degree with Thaumcraft. but we'll talk about that later. So I've got these little rooms up here, so as I get more interesting books, I can put them along the hallway here, or if I need other rooms. This should not be cobblestone, this should be stone. Oh well, I can get my philosopher's stone. Okay, but we come around here, take a little turn here. Here's a staircase, and that actually goes down to the ground floor. I don't think I had this before. This I made when I really was getting upset with mobs spawning up here, so I made sure I closed it all up. Oh, it's nighttime. Look at the view. It's kind of cool, I think. You can see over the wall. See little piggies and sheep. Nothing real else spawning at the moment. Some real interesting spawns. A lot of ogres. A lot of ogres. If we hear one, I have to freak out and either get away from it as fast as I can or fight it quickly before it thumps everything to the ground. But let me jump up here. Okay, so this is all just recently covered up, and I've patched the holes and turned it all to mostly stone. But nothing else is here yet. I've got this little grassy patch just because I'm thinking I want to turn this to sort of a garden area, an indoor garden. Maybe an indoor tree in the middle. That would be really cool. So maybe I'll do that here. There's enough light, I think things would grow. And here's the back. So there's my bridge down there. See? It's actually... Oh, and there's skeletons. I gotta light that area more. This place is bad for mob spawns. Look how dark it is. So I gotta do something about that. Because then they just jump right across the river and they're right in front of your base. Or my base. My house. My mansion. Yeah, okay, walk over here. Another little lookout. Again, nice little viewpoint. A little bit of a better picture of the mountainside here, which I'm kind of liking. See, so it's starting to, you know, it's really taking shape into something that's, what do you call it? A little bit more realistic, a little more stylish. But we're not done yet. I haven't shown you the ground floor. This is all the extra accoutrements that I haven't really finished yet. But what I want to show you now is what I have been working on. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a cow. Okay. Let's go down here. So here's the staircase. So this led off to the mist rooms over here. Probably should label that so you know what that is. Down here. Here's my little wheat garden, but notice I've cleared everything out. There's no big pillar in the middle anymore. And I've cleaned all this stuff out, and all this over here. It's just a nice big open space. Check it out. I've cleaned all these chests up and moved them over here, which we'll show you in a second. That's the bit inside of the cube, blah, blah, blah. This space is still the same, except I've got a little bit of additions up here. I think you probably can figure out what that is. It's surrounded by energy collectors. It's pretty obvious. But then there still be lava for ye scallywags. I still have the lava light. And then what I got over here? Oh yeah, and the Thaumcraft room is growing slowly. But before we get too carried away, let's... Let me break this video up here and let's start into what different pieces I want to show specifically. There's about 3 or 4 pieces, big things that I've done or gotten into that I want to show you specifically. So, without further ado, let's go with lighting? Sure, that's a thing. Okay, so what I've done with a little bit of the lighting is just a little bit of red power lamps, like here. And these are actually just lit up with a redstone torch behind them for these guys in the ceiling. That's all I've done with these 2 guys here. Or 2, these 6 lights here. So I can get rid of some of the torches that are everywhere. But not in this room. You'll see I've got this is the sorting room. We'll go over that. That's one of the things I want to show you. But this here, this is where I was talking about with covers. This is all covered up. That's all redstone wiring underneath. So you can see like there. And in the middle there is actually a crosshair where there is redstone. And actually, I think I can show you that. See, this is what scares me, is usually mobs are going to spawn right outside. Or on top. Is he on top? He might be on top. Anyway, well, let me, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, don't tell me I lost my scaffolding. Oh, no. Nope, I didn't. Good. Alright. Alright, let's throw this stuff down so you can see kind of what I did up here. Add one more on top. There we go. Okay. So, let me just tap this guy off quick. There we go. And see, redstone wire. And it goes to all 4 of the lights. Yep, there's 4 lights here. I can count. I really can. I can count. and there's a redstone torch that's hidden way over here in the corner. You can kind of see the tail end of it. That's lighting all of it, because I don't need to turn this stuff off, so I'm not going to. Let me get my cover back. Oh! No, no. Oh, my cover. There we go. Okay. Covers. These are kind of cool. So you get to see how I put these on. Actually, this is a panel, isn't it? Yes, this is a panel. There's a difference between covers and panels. I'm not entirely sure which is which. One of them you can put redstone wire on top of. One of them you can't. One of them you need to use on frames. The other one you don't. Read the wiki for details. But I've just been playing with them for aesthetics. Wow, that's annoying. Where is he anyway? Oh, I'll turn on the entities radar. Entities radar! Activate! Back. Exit menu, where is he? He's right there. Where is there? He's on my level. That's not him. There's another one. There's two of them. Well, I can't see him. Oh well. Turn that off so it doesn't get too glitchy out here. For some reason I think that having the entities radar on actually does cause a little bit of lag, but I'm just lag freaky, that's all. Because this system isn't the fastest system in the world, but that makes me happy. So here we go. Anyway, all right. So that's lighting, redstone lighting. That's about all I've done. As far as what you need for redstone lighting, I don't know if I need to go over these. Well, the recipes aren't that hard. Here, let me show you. First thing you would need, of course, is if you wanted to make a red lamp, for example, you would need the color red. So there you goes with red lamp. Trying to think, and then you combine that with glowstone and redstone. I'm actually going to turn him down because he's becoming annoying. I apologize. My zombies are out of control, and that's unacceptable. Oh, that's not... Yeah, no, that's... No, here. Okay, yeah, you want to combine it with glowstone dust and redstone, and then you can make what's called lumar. Here, let me show you the recipe. Don't be afraid of this stuff. This stuff is actually really cool. Let's see, for yellow, yellow's what I used. So you got redstone and glowstone, or vice versa, redstone and glowstone. And then whatever color you want to use. So let's say you want to use green, you're going to be using cactus green. If you're going to be using white, I believe that's bone meal. Black, I think, is charcoal. Nope, it's ink sac. So again, trying to find ink sacs. If you can find one, then the rest, just condense them if you can. I thought I could find more, and I have yet to find any more squids. So I've been holding on to these like precious, like more valuable than diamonds right now, just because they're so hard to find with more creatures on. Blue, this is what? What is this? Light blue dye, and light blue dye you make with, it's lapis lazuli and something else, bone meal, I think. And just regular blue, lapis lazuli, or indigo. Indigo dye. How do you make indigo dye? Oh, it's made out of the indigo flowers! Oh, they did do something with that. Oh, that makes blue a lot easier to get. Sweet! Alright, we may see some blue lights around here. Anyway, so that's how you make it, and then this is what you get. You get yellow lumar. And then to make the lamps, it's, I think it's just redstone and, let's see, where's the yellow one? Yellow. Nope, that's white. Where's yellow? Yellow doesn't look yellow on this texture pack, so it looks odd. Red, brown, blue, purple. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's glass, lumar, and redstone. That's it. That's it. You can make a ton of these as long as you have enough glowstone and redstone. That's the most expensive part, is the lumar. But you get, what is it? I think you get 2 for every. Basically, 1 redstone and 1 glowstone equals 2 lumar. So it's not too bad. Almost a 1-to-1 ratio, except for the colors involved. So really, a good thing to do would be, if you have an automatic crafting station set up, is to set one up just for making lamps for yourself, and you can make a ton of lamps. So that's that. Okay. All right. So that's lighting. That's redstone lamps. That's covers in detail. And finally, it's about time. Oh wait, that's a zombie with a brain. Oh no! Don't drop a brain. Please don't. Oh, is he gonna drop a brain? Oh, why are you going that way? Brains are researchable items, and you can turn them into something really cool. Oh, make sure you have your sword on you. Where is he? Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I heard him die. I heard him die. Where'd he die? Where'd he die? Oh. Oh, that's good enough. Yeah. They do drop something. The red eyes in the zombie. If they have red eyes, that's a Thaumcraft zombie. He also didn't have the skin from the regular texture pack, so I knew he was one of the special ones. And they drop researchable items. We love researchable items. Researchable items are wonderful. We'll go over that shortly. First, we're going to finish off what we're talking about in here. Okay, now, next thing with red power. How is he still alive? Is he in the water? Well, I guess I'll show you my favorite weapon now. Before you see me use the blunderbuss from Balkon's weapon mod. Wow. And I told you, I think, that the crossbow actually has the biggest bang for the buck if you use it. And so I've been using it religiously. And the crossbow bolts are actually just made out of 1 iron ingot and 1 feather, and you get 4, I think. It's not bad. So it's pretty easy, as opposed to the blunderbuss, which requires what do you call it? Gunpowder for its shells, for its ammo. And gunpowder isn't always easy to come by. There he is! And he's also got a brain. Cool. And we just go like... Oh, missed. Aiming with this thing is not the easiest in the world. Ow! But actually, if you draw back, I've found you get a better aim. There he is. Oh, and he died. Okay, cool. Up we go. Didn't realize I left this spot open. Yeah. Whoop. And a brain! Sweet! Alright. Do I have any torches with me? No. The brains are cool. Why am I freaking out over zombie brains? Well, if you have any idea about Thaumcraft, there is one thing that is fun to make that I don't know how to make yet, but I will as soon as I research it. And that's a... Ooh, creepy music. Brain in a jar. There you are. Now, if I click it, you'll notice, and you can hear me clicking. Pretty sure you can hear that. It's a pretty loud mouse. The brain in the jar is a recipe I don't know yet, and Thaumcraft is preventing not enough items from giving me that recipe yet because I have not learned it legitimately. When I learn it legitimately, it will give me the recipe, but I have to learn it legitly. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me put this over here with the researchable items. Crap. So, get that in there, get that in there. Ooh! I don't know why I put my 4th boot disc here. Don't worry about it. Anyway, okay. Back over this way. Okay, this whole sorting machine setup. The next part. The sorting machine. This thing has been broken once by an ogre in the back. He saw me through the window and he started throwing down his fists, and while he did not break the marble is still ogre proof because it's incompatible with the mod. Ogres can't break blocks they don't know about. Something like that. Or it's maybe it's just because marble's special. But they can break everything within the radius of their fists. So imagine he's outside here, right? He's having a heyday. Oh, look at me. I'm an ogre. I hate you. I'm going to come inside and break your stuff. And I'll be like, haha, you can't because I got a marble wall. Come get me. Come at me, bro. And he says, I can't get you, blah, 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 and starts throwing his fist down. The marble will not break. Everything in his radius will through the marble. Let me say that again. He can break everything through the marble. You see what I'm looking at here? Yes. All of this stuff. So this is all shot. He couldn't make it all the way out to these 2 chests, thank goodness. But he broke the wiring. I lost 2 complete sorting machines. Gone. Just gone. And then one of the chests, or a couple of the chests blew up and I had to restore all my items. So, how have I done to fix this and prevent it from happening in the future? Nothing. It's still just as bad. I'm just going to have to light up the area. That's all I can really do. But the sorting machine, this is the easiest setup I found on YouTube. I'm not going to go through it in detail because there is a YouTube video that shows you just how to do that. The only thing I'm going to tell you is you only need 3 colors. and then just an oodle set of chests. And for every sorter, or for every sorting machine you have, you should have 2 chests behind it. And then another sorting machine, and another 2 chests. And another sorting machine, and another 2 chests. And then I have this last sorting machine, which I probably don't need, but if I need to expand it, you heard it, put another 2 chests down. And there we go. The alchemical chest is what I have finishing everything off, because right now all the rules I have for my sorting machine is that if it doesn't know anything else, dump to this. And this has my Talisman of Repair in it. So mostly tools aren't going to be recognized. So it's going to power up those tools. So they're back. Like my saws, because I've used my saws already. And my screwdriver, and my wrenches, and all sorts of other stuff. Ooh, see, and there's the Somcraft shovel, the one that I had from the beginning. This is the one I've had for a long time so far. So anyway, so that's the sorting machine. So basic rules are, the first one is the only one that needs the timer. So this timer is hooked up to a switch, so I don't have to keep listening to the clicky, clicky, clicky sound. Like that. So it gets really annoying if you just leave it on all the time. There's my redstone torch. Yeah. So that's why we have a switch to prevent brain damage. Okay, so then if I dump anything in here, this stuff will go, well, it's like here. Boom, boom. And we go, boom, boom. There it goes through. There it goes through. And there are no rules to stop it, so it's going to keep on going through. We'll see this guy go clicky, clicky. And we'll see this guy go clicky, clicky. How are you able to transport through solid blocks? Isn't that amazing? That's just crazy. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, panels and covers. Panels and covers. That's right. Love it. If you look real close, you can see the pipes underneath. Love redstone. Love red power too. I'll take my boots back. Thank you. And we'll take these guys along. I don't know why these other ones didn't work. I'll tell you why in a second when we get into the Thaumcraft. So that's the basic stuff of the sorting machine. I never really liked to use these before because I thought they were too complicated. But now that I kind of understand them and I don't have too many colors to worry about, it's actually really easy. And they're really easy to make. So don't be afraid of making sorting machines. Make a bunch. But like I said, I will post the video in the description of the guy I watched several times to get this. And I will thank him in the description because it's amazing. More people should see that video. It makes sorting machines so much simpler. Don't watch Duncan on the Yogscast. He makes actually really simple sorting machines too, but they're so big. This one's nice and compact, and I wanted something to put in this room that looked neat, and this fit the bill. So yeah, so I've got, ingots and things. This used to say raw items and ores, but the sign got blown up. These used to have signs. This all used to be covered. Foodstuffs and plant items. Yeah, you know what I mean. I have to detail a few more labels and stuff on here. But we'll get that going shortly. That's it. So that's basically redstone. Or red power 2, as far as I've used it so far. Let's keep going. Okay, now, you do remember me using the geothermal generator, I hope. I can't remember if I did that in this episode. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Because geothermal power is cheap and easy in the beginning of the game, and I've been using it ever since. So in order to keep this guy powered, and I've only been using these 3 machines from SpecialJayy, and I don't even have any pipes or anything with this. Oh, that's an alloy furnace at the end, in case you can't recognize the skin. That's from Red Power 2 as well. I needed to use that to make all that crap. But these guys are all just powered with this one geothermal generator, but I needed to have an easy way to get lava as opposed to going down to bedrock every time. So, enter a little bit of BuildCraft. This is about as simple as you get, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, remember the mining turtle who valiantly went down to lava and went through it? That's the hole. That's where he was. That's where he went through. So, I'm not going to fill this up with sand or gravel or anything like that. I kind of like these little empty crevasses in the base. So I covered it with glass, and I thought, you know what? That's lava. That's a lot of lava. This is a good place for a BuildCraft pump. So that's this guy. So he's powered by just 2 redstone engines. I'm not going to use combustion engines or steam engines just because they might blow up, and if they blow up here, I have lava all over my base. Yeah, so as you can see, it's full. I only have 3 tanks because I don't need that much energy. This is just raw sitting here. If I need more, I just get a couple of buckets and go over there and fill them. I'm sorry, fill them over here, go over there and empty them. And I've found a ton of buckets. So one trip with about 10 buckets, and I've got enough power for days. So when I start running low on lava, I click these two guys on. This will turn both of these redstone engines on, which is just enough power to get this guy just working just fine. And just let it go, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's BuildCraft. BuildCraft pumps are really easy. You can use this for water or for lava or oil. Of course, you guys already know this stuff. This isn't complicated stuff here. Hello, duck. Oh, this is where the yeah, that's where the zombie was. I'm surprised this place isn't lit well enough for him. And I have a hole. That's not good. Okay. Anyway, that's BuildCraft that I've done so far in a nutshell. Again, Mining Turtle has cleared out all of this too. I'm running out of spaces to put him with this little excavate command, because he can excavate the crap out of everything. Here's a good place where those Pegasi might spawn. Freaky thing to see a big dark black horse come flying up out of nowhere. Hence you see the lava streams, which I think are kind of pretty. You know, you can look down all the way down there. There's bedrock, some minerals I could capture and get if I need to. Still using the same, you know, wheat farm. Nothing really fancy there. Put trapdoors in the front so I can, you know, make it look like a little bit of a plant box. Covers. I just thought of that now. Maybe later. Okay. Now, what else? Equivalent exchange? The basics. First, alchemical chest. This is the first thing, of course. Then, Talisman of Repair. Then, Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone is where we can get everything grinding through. And this guy, we love for aesthetic purposes only, really. That's the only reason I really like the Philosopher's Stone. I do think it's a little overpowered. All of equivalent exchange is overpowered. Who are we kidding? But this is why we love him. Charging with V. Boom. Oh, no. Boom. 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 And then Shift and V. Power down. Notice, on this version of the Technic pack, I don't have any coal or redstone in my inventory. Yeah, that's right. It's free. They changed this in the next version. Pretty sure. They fixed that bug. Okay. So that's the Philosopher's Stone. So that's the second part. Third part. Third part? Fourth part. Third part. And then, with equivalent exchange, what everybody loves, everybody's favorite pal, the energy condenser. That's a lot of energy. So I'm just letting him go. Why is he building up? I've got three of them, I think. 2 energy collectors, whatever you want to call them. Oh, and that does work. Around the energy condenser. So the more energy collectors you have around the sides of the energy condenser, the more automatic free energy it starts to develop. So it'll just sit here and keep building up. And so if I need to condense things, I can throw them in here and get more out of it. Once you hit this stage, everything else gets a lot easier. Then you can start really kicking forward with all sorts of stuff you want to build. So, yeah, is it overpowered? Of course it is. Of course it is. You have to accept that if you're playing the Technic pack. And you're playing the Technic pack because it's technically fun, not necessarily because you want to play a legitimately vanilla game of Minecraft. So yeah, so use it. Why not? But thing is to get some of the really, 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 really good items, you need to have stuff like this, and you also need stuff like. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? I heard that. Please don't be outside. Please don't be outside. Please don't be outside. Where is he? I heard him. Ooh, I don't like that. That was the sound of an ogre. I'm to the stage in the game where I don't like him blowing up stuff. Where is he? We're gonna have to go down below and see. This is why I have the basement. And there's a little safety hole. So there's the hole that the turtle dug. See, they can break stuff down here. I don't care. I don't think he's down here. Entities radar. See, it doesn't tell me what they are, but looks like I'm okay. Oofta. Freaky. Yeah. The Technic pack is still hard, folks. I've got the Technic pack on hard, and it's still hard. Just when you think you've got everything spelled up and you're invincible and completely OP and now you can just do whatever you want, the Technic pack shows up with a werewolf in your face and kills you, or an ogre smashes all of your machines to bits or something. So we're playing careful. Follow the basic rules. Make sure everything is well lit. It's just a pig. I may sleep quick, and then we'll come back shortly. So, hang on to your hats. Oh, by the way, I gotta take all this stuff off. That's right. Oh, why do I have to take this stuff off? Did I show you this before? I don't know if what is this Minecraft or not, or if this is the Technic pack. But see, yeah, nice. So we go to sleep with sword in hand, as always. Yes, we'll be back